enough already what she
I'm
does.
just
I don't
messing with him.
expect that at all. But here's the thing. I want to ask you a question. Now, the last time I got to see Brody race, this was in Salem Indoor. I think this was 2 years ago. And
Yeah, how'd that finish?
Well, this was awesome. This was awesome because if there's one thing that Brody has always been better than 99% of the racers I've ever seen in my life, and I'm not talking in the last 10 years, I'm talking about ever, it's the mental beating
game
that he puts on people before they even get a green flag. Brody, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh, the restarts.
The starts and the restarts. Now listen,
dude.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. At Salem Speedway, I want to bring it up because he was in the cage car. It was someone else's car. It wasn't even his. It was the black and green car. Remember that, Brody?
Yeah, the rat rod.
The rat rod
had been broken like 10 or 12 times, and it was melting pistons. Yeah, we were having fun.
So he's out there and he's leading the field. Okay, under caution, he's leading the field, or on the start of the race even. And honestly, people are freaking out. Flagman's pooping his pants, freaking out, jumping up and down, warning him with the black flag. We haven't even gone racing yet, and people are jumping all over him. And honestly, he did absolutely nothing wrong. He simply played a mind game that had everybody so screwed up they didn't know where they were at, and he beat them before the race even started.
So what did you do?
It was awesome. Take us through that, Brody. I want you to talk about that.
Well, I've always felt like, as far as speed goes, I may be at a disadvantage. So I've always tried to play the mental game and beat someone before we even get going. I mean, that's half the battle.
Muhammad Ali style.
So yeah, I just like to, on restarts, change it up a little bit, go high, really high, like all the way against the wall high. And everybody thinks that I change my speed on restarts, but I mean, common sense tells you the longer path, it's going to take you longer to get around the corner. And so everybody goes to the bottom, ends up passing me, hit the throttle. They're looking backwards, trying to figure out where I went. And then by the time I'm at the flag stand, they finally get on the throttle. And I actually remember one guy, I'm not going to say any names, but he's like, is that how they do it back there in Ohio? Because it was on a break from me in Ohio, and I was coming back and forth. And I didn't say anything, but it made me think, and I'm like, well, I'll take note next time I'm out there to answer his question for him. And we do that out here because everyone that I've followed around the track goes a little bit higher. Like even on double file restarts, the guy on the bottom's shoving the other dude up as high as he can get him, and then turns the car down the track and takes off. So I think that's a huge deal. It's a mental game, and if you can beat somebody, like I said, before the green flag drops, you're gone.
Well, even at a young age, Brody, I've got to tell you, you are absolutely one of the best that I have ever seen in that aspect of motorsports. And, honestly, that night when everybody was freaking out, I'm sitting back. I was, standing there in turn 4 where most of the people that have a cart or, are in the pit area watching. And I'm just going, I'm back. I'm loving this. I'm loving what this kid's doing. Everybody's in an uproar, throwing their hands up, freaking out, screaming. Flagman, he's ready to have a seizure. It was just like, I'm sitting back going, all right, he's doing nothing illegal.
Right.
I mean, absolutely nothing illegal.
He's just packing the high side.
It's nothing wrong with it at all. And people are like, you can't do it. Why? Why can't you do that? He didn't do anything. He didn't push anybody. He didn't move anybody. He's holding his line, and he simply made a move that had everybody so confused. It was awesome, and I hope that we get to see some more of that in the near future. If next time you're out here on break, man, I love it.
Yeah, I definitely want to come home. My brother ended up getting a new cart, so he said that his old one was mine if I could come up with a motor and all the stuff to put it together. So I'd like to come home and race some of the big indoor races.
What do you need? Is it a speedway cart?
No, it's
cage cart.
No. Yeah.
Well, you know what? We have a lot of race fans that listen to this, and
Brody's coming home.
If anybody has, do you want to run a 500 or 125?
He don't mess
I'll
with
run
125.
anything, but I don't think a 125 is going to have enough oomph to get my fat butt around the track.
Brody's not a little kid anymore. Now,
look at
Joel over here. Look at Joel over here. He's chomping at the bit. He's looking at me like, I mean, he's looking at me like, shut up.
Brody's not a small kid.
He's not.
No, he's about.
He's husky.
No, he's what? How tall are you, Brody? 6 foot.
Yeah.
So he's a linebacker.
Yeah,
he's stout.
He is built like a brick outhouse.
He is. He's stout.
Well,
but man, I'm so proud of you. I think we're all proud of you here from the Northwest, and even the people that were kind of like, freaking out when they shouldn't have been freaking out. Looking back, I'm sure they're proud of you too,
so
kid.
So if anybody out there in our racing community, Brody needs a 500. What else do you need? So you got the cart, you have tires. What else? You just need the motor?
Pretty much, yeah. I can run takeoffs off of the brothers' cart and ones out of the garbage can and stuff. So pretty much, I just need a motor.
All right, race fans,
confidence.
you heard it here first. Brody wants to come home, race a couple indoor at Salem. So if you guys have a spare 500, Brody would love to run it. He'll even sponsor your name on the side of the cart, right?
So,
oh yeah, for sure. And I'll supply my own wing too, because I've been running I've got the same wing from when I was 10 years old, and Dad never let me get new wings. He just made me rebuild them because they're expensive. So
who else?
Yeah, they are, right?
It looks a little beat up, but yeah.
So
Hey,
Brody, in the
fashion never wins.
In the last month or so on this show, the last 4 or 5 episodes, we have had a huge gain of listeners in your area, in the surrounding area where you're at in the Midwest. You got anything to do with that?
I actually just started tuning in here recently, but now that I've been on the show and everything and kind of get a feel for what's going on, I think it's absolutely awesome that you guys are doing this and that it's coming out of the Northwest. And I think it's cool that if I can help in any way, getting more people out here listening, we can cover the whole country and get a bunch of different opinions. So
and I think that's the goal here. So
Yes, sir.
Again, we're the hometown boys starting small, but we may be in your area pretty soon.
We're right there with Brody.
That's right. That's right.
Hey Brody, we'll start small and we'll grow together, okay, big guy?
Hey, I got plenty of room out here, so if you guys want to come visit, then let me know.
Hey, I'm telling, that's an open invitation. We can start making a studio there.
UMP Nationals.
Watch out, son! We're about to get real.
Brody, I really appreciate you calling, man. It's always a great time to talk with you. And your mom was at Jetstream about a month ago and chit-chatted with us, and she's awful proud. Your whole family is awful proud of you, like the rest of us. And it's just it's good to hear your voice, man. We're glad you're doing well, and we want to wish you all the best success in the world back there, and we hope something big happens for you, kid.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Awesome. Thank you guys thanks for having me on, and I like I said, I think what you guys are doing is awesome, and I appreciate the opportunity to come on.
Absolutely, man. Keep in touch.
Yeah, keep us updated on what's going on. I mean, throw it out there on Moxie, or give us a call, and we'll put it out there for you, man. You bet.
For sure.
All right.
Sure. And if anybody at home wants to keep updated on what's going on, Briley and I just made a Pompey Racing page, and you can find that on Facebook and give it a like. And we try to do our best on keeping everybody updated.
Good deal, buddy.
Well, we're watching it. I mean, we already got it on our pages. So
yes, sir.
Very cool, man. Again, thank you for your time, Joel. Anything before we go?
No, I think Brody covered it. I'm proud of you, buddy, to see where you've come from. I mean, I remember selling your dad radiator hoses for the Sportsman back in the day, and keeping up with you that way. And now to hear how you've become a superstar in the Midwest. I mean, this is going good, man.
Absolutely. And we're up against the clock, Brody. We're going to get out of here, man. But again, all the luck in the world. We wish you all the best. And, give us a call anytime here on the Crockers Cars call-in line.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you, bud.
Thank you, buddy.
Bud.
So, man, has the Crockers Cars call-in line been busy tonight?
Did
or
we
what?
not tell the fans before when we first came on?
It was going to be different.
That it's going to be different. And, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to get better and better and better, because from here on out, this is what it is. I mean, people Midwest and everything else.
I mean, what's cool about this, and we've got Dave live in the studio. We've one of our title sponsor here at Northwest Dirt News.
That's right.
Northwest Dragon Academy. We put a page out, a post on the page that we're going to have 3 call-ins. Only got to 2 of them. We apologize to the 3rd one that didn't make it. We will have them on next week, because that is another big name in West Coast Motorsports.
Well, we'll just put it like this. In 2 weeks, it's going to be huge.
Enough said. It already is,
That's
but
right.
It's going to be a cool deal. So we'll get to that individual next week. This has just been, I think, one of our best shows ever. I really appreciate both you guys here in the studio, Joel, Josh, and then having Dave in here looking at us like we are absolutely
Dave's
nuts.
funnier than hell.
This guy here is he's got some Dane Bramage, but he'll drive a truck.
Have you not seen his earphones? I'm not sure if that's from where it blew out or what happened, but
so Sandy walks back here in the studio. She sees us sitting around the table talking. She looks at Dave and has this look on her face like, "What the is on his head?"
Well, she has a vacuum in her hand, and
I thought she was going to hit Dave with it.
It's like a crooked ear, huh?
That's awesome. So, Dave, we apologize. Caller, calling in and stuff like that. We cut you off. Keep going with what you're saying. Northwest Trucking Academy.
4.5 minutes left.
I'm telling you right now.
Oh, that was. He had a lot more important things to say than I did. I mean, everybody's probably wondering about him, and I know the name. I don't know the guy though, but he sounded familiar when he started talking about him. But I think I'm in trouble tonight. I left to go get tacos.
Oh boy! He's been in the studio for an hour and a half.
That's awesome.
He might not have a house to go home to.
My wife and kids have been blowing up my phone when I'm sitting here.
Oh, that's awesome!
And I just texted him back and said, "I'm on the radio. leave me alone."
I love it.
Oh, leave me alone. Tacos can wait.
Classes at Northwest Trucking Academy start when?
Yeah, they start we try to do the first Monday of every month. And that's a little bit flexible on that because sometimes guys, they have something that they can't make it the first Monday. So we work with everybody. That's where we're kind of different from other schools, that we work with people. We get a lot of, well, not a lot of, but we get individuals from Voc Rehab, places like that. And I take them out and test them. They have memory problems sometimes with the school, the book work.
Right.
But they're driving. They make a great driver. And I've worked with one guy for 2 months straight. I only charged him the regular fee, and I worked with him a lot of extra just at my own expense because I knew this guy would be a good driver. I got him a job. He's making about $45,000 a year now, and he's just running a local chip hauling. There's a job for everybody out there, and we try to put somebody in something that fits their needs.
No, and that's something that we were talking about earlier. Is that coming down there? I mean, you're so flexible and you're so easy to work with. You're flexible on payments. You're flexible on time. You work with your students. Hands on. I mean, that's the thing is that it's that awesome to be able to come to your school like that.
Well, okay, I know we got to wind this up, so thank you for having me in here, and I'll try to just drop in again sometime.
Anytime
you go for tacos, come on down.
Hey, the next time you go for tacos, stop there first and bring them in the studio.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that works out too.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Dave, great to have you on Northwest Trucking Academy. You guys can check them out online at northwesttruckingacademy.com.
That's right.
And you're on Facebook?
Yeah, we're Facebook, NW Trucking Academy.
There it is, right there, guys. You want a new direction in life? Check them out. Give them a call, and they'll get you set up. We are up against the clock. We've got about a minute and a half left here on tonight's Northwest Dirt News, and we're just going to call it here. We're going to throw the checkered flag, and we're going to get on out and head over to a local restaurant and grab some coffee and some grub and talk about tonight's show. Again, gentlemen, I'm proud of you guys. I'm glad to have you on the show. It's been an awesome deal. And I think we're getting better and better every week. And, again, we're going to step on out here on Northwest Dirt News. We got the championship night coming up here at Willamette Speedway in Sunset. Hopefully we'll see all you race fans out there at the track. And thank you to Northwest Trucking Academy and Crocker's Cars. We'll see you at the races.